Hello, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World. I'm your host, Untitled. Our top stories. G.Zandanshatar met Wolfgang Sobotka, President of the National Council of Austria. Over-the-counter market opens in Mongolia. President U.Khurelsukh to hold an online meeting with South Korean President Moon Jae-In. For other news, stay tuned. It's 12:50 a.m. of the 8th of September, 18 km in the northeast of two provinces, Jae-In. 5.0 magnitude earthquake was recorded. The earthquake was felt in Ulaanbaatar as well as Wolfgang in two provinces. In addition, ground shaking was felt in Buryatia, Russia, according to some sources. The epicenter of the earthquake was located at 12 kilometers depth. Our next story. On Wednesday, the Ministry of Health reports that 3,677 new cases of COVID-19 were confirmed and 6 more people have died. In the past 24 hours, 3,677 new cases were confirmed and 3,392 have recovered. Unfortunately, 6 patients aged between 61 and 80 died of COVID-19 complications. All new cases were confirmed domestically, out of which 1,469 were confirmed in Ulaanbaatar and 2,208 were confirmed in the rural provinces. At hospitals nationwide, 19,440 COVID-19 patients are being treated. Out of them, 12,552 show mild symptoms of illness and 276 are in critical condition. Additionally, 29,639 patients are being treated at home under supervision from first-level family hospitals. Health officials warned the public against the rising spread of COVID-19 throughout the country and advised them not to go to public places when unnecessary. G.Zandanshatar, Speaker of Parliament of Mongolia, met Wolfgang Sobotka, President of the National Council of Republic of Austria, on 6th of September 2021. Both sides exchanged views on the importance of the multilateral mechanism into parliamentary cooperation to ensure international security and stability.
During the meeting, the parties highlighted the importance of close cooperation on global issues not only from one country but through multilateral mechanism. Speakers also highlighted the important role of bilateral cooperation in the prosperity of the country and discussed the possibility of strengthening economic cooperation and increasing trade contacts as well as expanding cooperation between the two parliamentary groups. Speaker G.Zandanshatar congratulated Mr. Wolfgang Sobotka, President of the Austrian National Council, and wished every success in organizing 5th World Conference of Speakers of Parliament in Vienna. Also invited him to visit Mongolia at any convenient time. The meeting was attended by Tohtossoron Dolamdorch, Member of Parliament of Mongolia and Chair of the Mongolian People's Party Caucus, and Gampat Tashtandok, Parliament Member and Chair of the Democratic Party Caucus. The World Conference of Speakers called for universal action to combat COVID-19 to ensure openness, transparency and security of parliaments and global governance, their long-term goals, and in particular the dissemination of false information and hate speech on and offline to create a legal environment. In addition, the challenges and consequences of COVID-19, countering disinformation, gender equality, and non-discrimination against women and girls, ensuring the transparency of parliaments and their role in global governance will also be discussed. The joint declaration of the 5th World Conference of Speakers of Parliament is to be adopted following the plenary meetings.
Thank you for staying with us. Now let's look at Mongolia's current affairs.
The President of Mongolia, U.Khurelsukh, will hold a high-level online meeting with the President of the Republic of Korea, Moon Jae-In, on September 10th. This will be the first official meeting between the two countries' presidents in the last 4 years, since the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and the Republic of Korea in 1990. Bilateral relations have expanded in all fields, and the Republic of Korea is now an important trade and investment partner to Mongolia. During the meeting, the two heads of state will discuss taking relations to the strategic partnership level. The two countries' presidents will also review the current state of political, economic, trade, investment, cultural, educational, and humanitarian relations between Mongolia and the Republic of Korea and identify future opportunities for cooperation. They will also discuss the implementation of projects and programs implemented with soft loans and grants, people-to-people exchanges, and issues of international and regional interest. The Office of the President of Mongolia has issued a statement on judicial independence, with the president waiving his right to appoint judges. Despite amendments to the law on courts approved in January, Mongolian President U.Khurelsukh has waived his right to appoint Supreme Court judges, to select members of the Judicial General Council, and appoint members of the Judicial Disciplinary Council. The law on courts was also amended to allow the Prime Minister to nominate the head of the Independent Authority Against Corruption and for the Parliament of Mongolia to nominate members of the Judicial Disciplinary Council. This is the first time in the office of the president's 30-year history that a president has renounced the right to appoint judges and hold them accountable. The statement from the president's office noted that this is an innovative approach to judicial reform and, from a legal point of view, a completely new practice. The president said, "Now everything depends on the Constitutional Court." He also expressed his desire to establish a just government in the full sense of the word, in a society ruled by democracy and the rule of law.
Mongolia's over-the-counter market officially opened on September 7th, developed by the self-regulated Mongolian Association of Securities Dealers.
September 2018, the Mongolian Association of Securities Dealers signed an agreement with the Financial Regulatory Commission to develop the over-the-counter market. The association conducted local surveys and studied over-the-counter markets from July to September 2019, working in cooperation with the similar associations in Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and the United States. Based on this research, a baseline study for the domestic OTC market was conducted. The legal environment for developing the OTC market in Mongolia was created last year by Financial Regulatory Commission Resolution number 995, dated December 9th, which approved regulations for the OTC market. The over-the-counter market has the advantages of saving time and costs for issuers, attracting a short-term financing, creating a secondary market for closed-end securities, and improving information transparency to improve the liquidity of securities. For the market's launch, the Board of Directors of the Mongolian Association of Securities Dealers established the OTC Market Registration Committee. The Registration Committee is composed of permanent and non-permanent members who are independent, have many years of experience in the stock market, and specialize in finance, accounting, law, and property valuation.
The European Bank for Reconstruction and Development and the local commercial bank Hasbank are supporting the expansion of the country's leading dairy company, Su Company.
Thanks to a joint transaction, Su Milk will receive a local currency loan equivalent to $4.8 million from Hasbank, while 65% of the risk on the loan will be assumed by the EBRD. Two financial institutions have established a risk-sharing agreement. Mongolia is considered as dairy products producing country. The Asian continent supplies almost 40% of international consumption of milk and dairy products. $4.8 million funds will be used to finance the expansion of production capacity and the renewal of Su Milk's transport fleet, including purchase of new delivery trucks serving more than 2,500 herders and milk suppliers across Mongolia. New production and packaging equipment will allow to produce more range of products, raise food standards, and extend products' shelf life. These technical improvements will lead to significant reductions in the consumption of energy and clean water. Technical assistance funded by the European Union helped Su Milk improve its accounting and financial reporting practices and enhance the firm's marketing. Su Milk is the oldest dairy company in Mongolia and was founded in 1958. It sources milk supplies from 19 collection points in the country and has more than 420 employees.
Now let's look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. And now here's the weather forecast for major cities around the world. That's it for today. Many thanks for staying with us on News Mongolia. See you tomorrow with more stories and updates. Please follow MNB World on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great evening. Goodbye.